Not in the Pentagon. He's not in the Pentagon.
Outside of the Pentagon, we're all working our own angle. I'm definitely working Kat. But the thing is, she could be playing me just like I'm playing her. Chosen One is going in tomorrow.
Really? Why?
Because, like, Yaz was talking and he said that he's going to throw him in. Like, he's sick of all of his talk. Like, he talks big and Yaz is, like, done with it. So Yaz, if Yaz loses and gets into elimination, he's going to ask to get Chosen One sent in.
Right.
And if Chosen One gets an elimination, Yaz is going to ask to be put in against him to take him out.
Ryan's definitely telling me everything I want to hear.
You're not at any risk at all tomorrow.
But, you know, I'm not quite sure if it's the truth or not.
What if Jake wins? How is Jake
He's
feeling?
in on us. Jake will do whatever I tell him to. Jake will do whatever I tell him to. In the whole grand scheme, I still think I'm the puppet master.
It definitely worries me that Ryan can kind of say anybody's name at this point and get them to follow his orders. When you have somebody like that, you know, you would be stupid to trust them.
So one thing about Yaz is he's been a man of his word. So he may do this, but there's still that chance that he may not. So I still got to cover my own ass. And you best believe I will.
The last thing you want tomorrow is to be forced into elimination.
That would suck to be forced into elimination, but that ain't gonna happen. When I'm scoring like that, baby, when Walking is scoring like that.
I'm 100% focused. I do not care what's going on in the house. I love these guys, but right now my tail's on the line. The Chosen One got to get on the grind.
Because how Jake reacted. I'm a little worried he might think about coming after me.
We both still need to practice.
The way things are going, I've heard Kat's name come up. I've also heard that Yaz wants to be chosen. Like, he would volunteer himself to be put into elimination.
If they ask me why I picked that,
just say Yaz came up to me, legit mate. He's my boy. He's been my teammate for 2 out of the 3 challenges, and he asked for special. Simple as that.
I'm not that good at NHL, but I'm definitely better than a lot of people here. That's a fact.
It's no joke to say, hey, I volunteer myself for elimination.
you're here because it's a competition and you want to win that. No way in hell would I ever throw a competition.
I definitely have a big decision on my hands. This is going to be a game changer, and it's up in the air. I have no clue what the hell I'm going to do.
We head to the basement for isolation. I'm definitely going to get first place in this.
Welcome to this week's Isolation Challenge for NHL 2010. Keep in mind, your previous real-life challenge score will be added to your Isolation Challenge score to determine your overall ranking, so you need to do well in there today because the person in last place is headed to Samsung Stadium for elimination. For this week's NHL Challenge, you'll be playing as the Pittsburgh Penguins and facing off against the computer-controlled Colorado Avalanche. You need to score 1 goal in the least amount of time possible. You have a maximum time of 4 minutes. If you do not score within that time, you'll be ranked on the amount of time you control the puck. You guys got it?
Yep.
All right, Ryan, you're first, man.
Oh, what? Come on.
He just didn't take the shot. Come on. This game is a lot harder than people think. To score is very hard.
Come on, baby. Cookies. Come on. What kind of pass? You're the NHL.
Playing NHL, Justin Wong. I think that's kind of funny. And they're like, okay, I respect this game a little more now. I think it'll make up for the loss of Tekken 6.
In the isolation chamber, I was definitely having second thoughts. If I throw it, I can go home.
I made my goal, and I had a good amount of time on the score, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, baby, yeah! There's that goal! Woo!
I scored a goal finally. I didn't know if it was going to happen after I took a couple shots.
I saw a good opening. There was no one there, and if I just didn't do it precise, it wasn't gonna make it.
I was sweating up there. I was thinking, you know, maybe this wasn't one of my better ideas.
I really want to step it up in this competition. I don't want to just keep barely being saved. I want to do something really awesome. And I wish I actually scored a goal.
I didn't get that goal that I wanted. At least I've got my looks.
I didn't score a goal. I had a couple nice shots, but it doesn't matter. I've never been less worried about anything in my life. I am the one pulling the strings.
Come on, win these face-offs. What are you doing, kid? What is this?
The avalanche. Had an avalanche on me.
Oh my God, I don't believe it's happening.
I took like 11 shots in 4 minutes, and I just couldn't get one in.
All right, man, we'll see.
In isolation chamber didn't go as well as I expected, but that's all right because I'm confident in my game. We'll work with it. We'll work with it. I think it's possible I could be in last today, and if worst comes to worst, I'm ready to play anybody.
We have combined the rankings from the real life challenge and the isolation challenge. The person in last place and up for elimination is we have combined the rankings from the real life challenge and the isolation challenge. The person in last place and up for elimination is...
It's a complete dead silence, and like, I'm nervous, my heart is pumping. I can hear my heart like just beeping.
Yes. You were tied for last place in the real life challenge, and you came in last in the isolation chamber.
He says Yaz, and it was just like, oh, thank God.
Yes, what happened, man?
I took a dive on purpose. I did not score any goals. I screamed goal at the top of my lungs just to shake them up a little bit, because right now they're sweating.
That's either incredibly brave or incredibly stupid.
You represent everything I want to be at your age.
Sebastian, you know, was the first one to speak up and say he respects that, and I was like, oh no. Like, he just doesn't have any idea that Yaz wants him in elimination.
The person in first place is Jake. You were on the first place team in the real life challenge and placed third in the isolation challenge. Jake, 2 weeks in a row, man.
Absolutely.
How's it feel?
Feels great.
You know what it takes. You're going to choose an opponent for Yaz to face off against in Samsung Stadium. So Hannah and I will see you all later to hear who Jake has chosen. I'll see you then.
Jake is definitely a big threat. He's been doing really good in real life and isolation.
I like being in the power position, and I plan to be in the power position every time.
This is like the most tense the house has been since we've been here.
Seriously.
All of us are sweating. Like, seriously, we don't know who Jake's gonna pick.
Dude, it could be any of us. You guys are here because you think you're the ultimate gamer.
In Jake's mind, it's probably one of the girls.
Yo, Papi.
Yo.
House is getting smaller.
I know, right?
Position of power, once again.
Rachel and Kat are rats, in my opinion. They're definitely not trustworthy at all.